The Ottoman Empire, a sprawling and influential dynasty, rose from humble beginnings in Anatolia to become a superpower straddling 3 continents for over 6 centuries, leaving an indelible mark on history, culture, and politics. The story begins in the late 13th century, amid the fragmentation of the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, a Turkic empire that had once dominated much of Anatolia, following the devastating Mongol invasions. Osman I, a charismatic leader of the Kai tribe, one of these Beyliks, capitalized on the power vacuum and began consolidating territory in northwestern Anatolia, laying the foundation for what would become the Ottoman state. His military prowess and the strategic recruitment of Ghazis, warriors motivated by religious zeal and the prospect of plunder, proved crucial in expanding Ottoman control. The early Ottomans skillfully exploited Byzantine weaknesses, benefiting from internal strife, economic decline, and the lingering effects of the Fourth Crusade's sack of Constantinople in 1204. Orhan I, Osman's son, continued the expansionist policies, establishing Bursa as the first Ottoman capital and consolidating control over much of Bithynia. He also established a standing army, the Janissaries, an elite infantry force composed of Christian boys converted to Islam and rigorously trained, which would become a cornerstone of Ottoman military strength. Murad I, Orhan's successor, further expanded Ottoman territories in the Balkans, winning key victories against Serbian and Bulgarian forces, establishing a foothold in Europe. The Battle of Kosovo, though a costly victory for the Ottomans, solidified their presence in the Balkans and paved the way for further expansion, but also marked the first major clash with organized European resistance. Bayezid I, known as the Thunderbolt, continued the aggressive expansion, threatening Constantinople and conquering much of Bulgaria and parts of Greece. However, his ambition led to a devastating defeat at the Battle of Ankara in 1402 against Timur, Tamerlane, a powerful Central Asian conqueror, plunging the Ottoman Empire into a period of civil war known as the Ottoman Interregnum. Mehmed I emerged victorious from the interregnum, restoring Ottoman unity and beginning the process of rebuilding the empire's infrastructure and military. His successor, Murad II, further consolidated Ottoman power, winning key victories against European crusaders and expanding into the Balkans. The final and most pivotal moment of Ottoman expansion came with Mehmed II, the conqueror who in 1453 captured Constantinople, bringing an end to the Byzantine Empire and transforming the Ottoman state into a major world power. The fall of Constantinople was a watershed moment in world history, marking the end of the Roman Empire and ushering in a new era of Ottoman dominance. Mehmed II transformed Constantinople into Istanbul, the new Ottoman capital, and embarked on a program of rebuilding and cultural enrichment, attracting scholars, artists, and artisans from across the empire. Alemandaris, the Magnificent, presided over the golden age of the Ottoman Empire, a period of unprecedented prosperity, military power, and cultural achievement. His reign saw the conquest of Belgrade, Rhodes, and much of Hungary, further solidifying Ottoman control over the Balkans and the Mediterranean. Suleiman also reformed Ottoman law, patronized the arts, and oversaw a flourishing of Ottoman literature, architecture, and scholarship. Ottoman naval power reached its zenith under Hayreddin Barbarossa, who controlled much of the Mediterranean and challenged European dominance in the region. However, the Ottoman defeat at the Battle of Lepanto in 1571 a naval battle against a Holy League of European powers, marked a turning point, signaling the beginning of the decline of Ottoman naval power. The subsequent centuries witnessed a gradual decline in Ottoman power, marked by internal strife, economic problems, and military setbacks. The rise of European powers such as Austria, Russia, and France further challenged Ottoman dominance, leading to a series of wars and territorial losses. The Janissaries, once the elite core of the Ottoman army, became increasingly powerful and involved in politics, often destabilizing the empire through coups and rebellions. Economic problems such as inflation, trade imbalances, and a decline in agricultural productivity further weakened the empire. Attempts at reform, such as the Tanzimat reforms in the 19th century, aimed to modernize the empire's institutions and address its economic and military weaknesses, but were often met with resistance from conservative elements and proved insufficient to halt the decline. The rise of nationalism in the Balkans led to a series of independence movements, resulting in the loss of key territories such as Greece, Serbia, and Bulgaria. The Crimean War, 1853 to 1856, saw the Ottoman Empire allied with Britain and France against Russia. But despite the Ottoman victory, it further exposed the empire's weaknesses and dependence on foreign powers. The Young Turk Revolution in 1908 led to the establishment of a constitutional monarchy, but political instability and internal divisions continued to plague the empire. The Balkan Wars, 1912 to 1913, resulted in further territorial losses for the Ottoman Empire, leaving it weakened and vulnerable. The Ottoman Empire's decision to ally with the Central Powers in World War I proved to be a fatal mistake. The empire suffered heavy losses on multiple fronts, including the disastrous Gallipoli campaign and the Arab Revolt. The Armenian Genocide, a systematic extermination of Armenian citizens within the Ottoman Empire during World War I, remains a highly controversial and tragic event in Ottoman history. Following its defeat in World War I, the Ottoman Empire was dismantled by the victorious Allied powers. The Treaty of Sèvres in 1920 partitioned the Ottoman Empire, but was ultimately rejected by Turkish nationalists. Under the leadership of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, Turkish nationalists launched a war of independence, successfully defending Turkish territory and establishing the Republic of Turkey in 1923. The fall of the Ottoman Empire marked the end of a 6-century-long dynasty and ushered in a new era for Turkey and the Middle East. The legacy of the Ottoman Empire continues to shape the political, cultural, and religious landscape of the region today. Its architectural achievements, such as the Hagia Sophia, Topkapi Palace, and numerous mosques, stand as testament to its artistic and engineering prowess. Ottoman law, literature, and cuisine have left a lasting impact on the cultures of the Balkans, the Middle East, and North Africa. The Ottoman Empire's complex history, marked by both triumphs and tragedies, continues to be a subject of scholarly debate and cultural fascination.